Alright guys, I'll just go over a few charts in just the one video. So this is NVA. NVA's busted out, hit 12.5 cents, and it's been forming this fallen wedge. So we've seen it a few times now, like with VUL. That was a bullish pattern. We've seen it with LTR recently. Bring up LTR. This one here. So bullish reversal pattern. And that's what I'm thinking we're going to be seeing out of NVA. I'm not worried about this at all. This, to me, that's still a breakout buy. For me, I wouldn't start getting worried about that until it crossed below here and it went below this kind of support zone there. But I don't see that happening in a million years. Going below 9 cents. An example would be TMR. TMR's where a falling wedge didn't play out. He's a falling wedge. Well, it did break out, but then it failed and it went down into that. Well, the drill results came out were pretty terrible, so it was just sold off. But that's where you start to look for something with NVA, and that'd be your sell. But we know that that's really unlikely with NVA, so it's still a buy. All right. OAR. OAR is looking really good. So this giant symmetrical triangle, it to me is already breaking out of that here. Pretty much off of that news with Crown that they're going to start doing some drilling in the next couple of months. So I wouldn't be surprised if it picks up. The buying pressure is starting to pick up a little bit here. It would dried up the selling pressure and the buying pressure. But this to me, it's already beginning to break out. We just want to look for large volume and the clear breakout from here. But it should, when it does, it should be about the measured move is about the distance here, which I think is about 1.8 cents on where it's at now. CTM. CTM's been going fucking awesome. So we knew this is going to happen because it's just been consolidating so beautifully here. That happened, broke out. To me, there was a couple of reasons, heaps of reasons why it was going to happen this time, like I was saying in the video before. But I thought it was going to do so with a lot of strength because it broke this trend line here, as well as getting outside of that rectangle. So I really don't see there being a big sell-off on CTM and going back down for a retest. I don't think it's gonna happen with the news flow and the strength of the breakout. I think this here between 6.4, I think it might consolidate or continue to push on with the news flow. But I think the latter is more likely. I don't think it's gonna stop here for long. I think it's just gonna keep pushing on because it's still quite. It's only valued at 200 million now. They've got so much more drilling targets to do. Looking at palladium as well. LTR. So falling wedge LTR. It was a buy here. Again, with breaking out the all-time high, it was another buy. It says a buy there, buy here, buying this bullish engulfing candle. You're buying when it broke above that trend line, and you would have bought here on this bull flag breakout there, and you would have held there. So you would have waited for it to fail on these support levels if you're ever going to sell LTR. It was ever going to turn to shit. But every single one of those, I think it's like 7 now or 7 buying opportunities. And that's why you buy a stock going up. Like if you bought any one of those points, you're still making money. You're even still in the money here. Or here. It doesn't matter. It's a healthy stock. So, Kathleen Valley in the bag. Mirror results coming up by December or January at the latest. What else I want to look at? LCL forming this symmetrical triangle. So you'd be on the lookout here. They come out with that good drill result. I think it was 360 meters at 0.39 grams per ton, something like that. Bit of a sell-off. I don't know why. I think it's going to be a lot like Nova, where they're not too big on the lower grades, despite the depths that they're hitting it at. But again, you'd be looking to sell if it turns bad. If it goes below this trend line, around here you're looking to buy, and you buy the breakout as well. I think that's what we're going to be looking for in LCL. I'll compare it to, say, CHK. I'll show why I sold CHK. So I was holding CHK, and as soon as this happened, this is a the triangle here, and as soon as it broke that on what was interpreted as poor draw results, I just sold it right away. I didn't even think about it because I'm not going to speculate whether it's good or bad. I don't know enough, but I'm just going off to what the chart's telling me. So I just got rid of that, and I'll put that into LTR right away. Back at 22.5 cents. So I bought what was then all-time high, and still in profit there. So I'm happy with that move because I'm really confident with LTR. What else? And I'll just go to EMH. So Europe's largest hard rock lithium. That's forming a big cup and potentially a handle here. So we're looking for it to break. I'll go to the daily. Looks a bit better this way. Yes, on the daily chart, here's the big cup it's been forming. And this being the potential handle here in pretty short rectangle. But if it breaks over 47.5 cents, it's very much in the clear, and I think it'll go. Just like PLL did. Where's PLL? So EMH to me is Europe's version of PLL. They get a local offtake deal, Volkswagen or something like that. This is the kind of thing that could happen there. PLL signed with Tesla. So I think it's probably not long until we see some kind of offtake deals coming out at EMH or even INF. They're both looking pretty similar on the charts. So there's a cup and a handle here. I just drew a crappy one there, but that's a falling handle there, which is good. And again, it only needs to break this kind of area here, 1.02. Sorry, 10.2 cents or 11 cents, and it's blue skies from there. So they're ones I'm watching. I'm watching to buy a breakout on those. And I think that's pretty much it for now. So yeah, INF, that's hard rock lithium in Spain. It's Europe's second largest hard rock lithium resource too. And then I just look at Vulcan, VUL. Where is it? So it's a lot like LTR, in where you wouldn't have gone wrong buying where it's going up. Like every time, if you're buying every breakout, if you bought back here, you're in the money. You bought back here, you're in the money. The all-time high, if you bought that, you're in the money. You buy again when it broke this overhead trend line, boom, you're in the money. You buy the falling wedge, you're in the money. You buy this all-time high, again, you're in the money. And then here, you're just waiting to see what happens. Okay. You could buy, but I'll probably again wait to buy the all-time high. And if you do buy the all-time high, you're just sure as fuck that you're ready to sell. Because the all-time high, while it's the most bullish indicator, there's also the highest amount of risk as well, because you stand the most to lose. So you just got to be very ready to sell. Alright, so that's a few ones to look at. But I'm buying LCL every week at the moment. I'm just doing small buys at LCL. And I think now's a good time to get NVA too. I think this is a gift. Under 10 cents, that's a fucking gift. And I think CTM as well. If it does pause for a breather here, around this 64, 60 cent zone, I think that's another gift like what we had here all this time. If you're loading up here, you're fucking laughing. I think it's going to be the same. And again, you're just ready to sell. You're ready to sell if it goes below 60 cents.